Shoppers are picking over the final items still left at the Bay's flagship store in downtown Montreal. After weeks of liquidation, the iconic Canadian retailer is just a shell of its once mighty self.
Yeah, it is pretty empty. A lot of sheets.
Unable to pay its bills, the 355-year-old department store filed for creditor protection back in March. But though things are looking pretty bleak here, there's suddenly reason for optimism for fans of the embattled retailer. Thursday's acquisition means those famous stripes, logos, and other imagery could soon be in the hands of another historic Canadian brand.
I think that's very cool.
Perfect. We need that.
I thought it was the best news possible.
This retail expert is thrilled.
A company like Canadian Tire, who is proudly Canadian, proudly ingrained in our communities, who actually knows how to run brands extremely well if we look at their brand portfolio.
He can only shake his head at the liquidation-worthy $30 million price tag, however. To him, a testament of how poorly the Bay was run.
If Canadian Tire manages properly, it will triple in value. You just have to see the attachment that Canadians have shown.
De Brabant thinks Hudson's Bay merchandise and other labels in the sale, like Gluckstein Home and Zellers, will fit right in at Canadian Tire.
Wouldn't be surprising to have a shop-in-shop concept around the Bay in many of the Canadian Tires.
Shoppers are just happy the brand that predates Confederation and began with the fur trade will be back in Canadian hands.
It's nice to know they're going to keep the tradition going with the colors and stuff.
I think it's important to keep Canadian heritage going on, you know.
The sale is not a done deal yet. It still needs to be approved by the courts, but it's expected to go through this summer. Dan Spector, Global News, Montreal.